What's up everybody, my name is JR, aka the Sinister Camaro, and welcome to another video on the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. You guys really loved the 5 years after of owning the vertical doors on my Camaro. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a same kind of video with the big old truck right here. Now today we're gonna be talking about the Amp Research side steps. Now I've owned this truck for a little over 4 years now. I finally paid it off, everything's good on it. I've had these Amp Research boards on here since basically, I don't know, about a couple weeks after I bought the truck itself. The dealer didn't want to deal with the hassle with it. I'll get to that more later in the video, but let's see how it works, see all the stats with it, and see if it's actually worth the money that you put into it. So let's get right into it right after this. Alright guys, so welcome back. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll get into all the stats, everything you could ever imagine about owning something like this in this video. So I'll leave in the description below, I'm gonna put like timestamps and everything for you. So if you're looking for a specific question to be answered, go there to answer it. Alright, so first let's start with price. So these guys actually were running about, I don't know, about $1,000 or $1,100 for this kit. It comes with everything you need. So they have two different versions. They have the $1,075 version that you see here. That's a little for just normal daily activities. They have a plug and play version that's just a little bit more as well on top of that. But it's a whole lot easier to install rather than wiring it straight into your truck. So now they've come out with actually two more kinds of PowerStep outside of this one. So if you have a higher vehicle, this is a 6-inch lift Silverado 1500 2016. On some nice little 35s here, on some 20s. So not too aggressive or anything. This is for like a daily driver. I drive this to work all the time, or to gatherings, or out to eat. So I do all sorts of stuff like that with it, so I don't have to worry about extreme conditions or a super race truck. Now they do offer a PowerStep XL, which is a $1,900 version of this, which is basically, it'll reach down lower than this will right here, and it's more supported. It has its own little box underneath here that actually supports extra weight, because when you go down lower than that, the center of gravity kind of is a little bit off. So $1,900 gets you that big bad boy. And then of course you have something that's kind of in between. It's called the Extreme Edition. That's for extreme kind of like red mud, gravel, just beating hard on it, like going rock crawl and all that. Also $1,800 running boards as well. So that's three different options for the 1500 Silverado that we have here. This is just the base version. I think I paid like either $1,100 or $1,200 4 years ago for it, because I actually did get the plug and play version. It just snaps in rather than hardwiring it into your wires, because if I wanted to get rid of it, or if the next owner wants to get rid of it, it's an easy just unplug, you're ready to go. So that covers the pricing on what we did with this. And of course your labor is gonna also cost if you have somebody else install it. I don't like running wires myself. It's 2 bolts, 2 little lights under here that you can add, which we do have that on here. But as far as like running the wires inside the cabin and everything like that, I don't want to do that. But basically how it's supposed to work is you open the door, the steps fold out, close the door, the steps fold back in. If you need to wash these or clean them, you can of course put your hand or your foot in between it and it will not smash it. If their kids get their hands in it, I mean, you just put a little bit of force down on these, and sure enough, if it senses that anything's in between, it will not smash it. So that's a very good disclaimer for you guys if you're kind of worried about pets or kids getting into it or smashing your own foot. But it actually has a deterrent against that. So I'll show you in a little clip here. All right, so you have to be pretty trusting of this kind of design to actually put your head on the steps when you close the door. So just to test how well it works, and to tell you that you don't have to have very much pressure on these running boards at all, so that you won't smash anything in it, I'm gonna go ahead and try it out and we'll see if it works or not. All right, so don't fail me now. Go in the emergency room. Just like that, my head, perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. It stopped like it was supposed to, and didn't have to go to the emergency room, thank goodness. But very well made design. I like that feature about it. All right guys, so we're gonna get a little bit of a closer look with it down, just to see what it looks like. So excuse the mess. I haven't washed this truck in a few months, but like I said, it gets actually driven and worked on. You've got your bolt point right here, and where the other arm is, you've got another bolt point. In the middle, as you can see here, that's actually an LED light that will illuminate the running board so you will not misstep at night. So that's a nice little added touch. And when you're done with it, this is how it folds up under the truck. This is what the truck looks like with the running boards up. Very stealth looking. I really like the look of it. I don't like the look of those metal bars just hanging down. So it's a whole lot nicer. Nice flat surface. I just wanted to keep this in mind. That white piece right there, that is your main motor for this side. You have one on the other side as well. So make sure that when you're cleaning your truck, when you're power washing, make sure that when you power wash, do not spray that motor, because you can have electrical interference. You could get water damage inside that. That's how a lot of these get broken and messed up. And that's a main reason why the dealerships do not want to deal with it, because people do that all the time. They run through those car washes and that sprays underneath their vehicles, and it messes up the motor, and they have to replace it because that's just the way it goes. So dealerships around here in North Carolina, I know of at least one that does not put PowerSteps on it anymore. They used to, but they do not anymore because they don't want to have to deal with changing out that motor for things like that. So it's a little bit of a hassle for them, but as long as you keep away from that, no issues. I've had 0 issues with this kit. Literally the only thing I've had issues with is this bolt that holds on this arm. For whatever reason, it keeps backing itself out, so you hear a little jingle jangle a little bit when you're driving, but this hasn't become slanted, it hasn't broken or anything, the motor hasn't gone out. It's just that one simple bolt. That is it. So just keep in mind, this is just the driver's side. For whatever reason, the bolt backs out just a little bit. It could just be my boards. I'm not sure if anybody else has issues with it, but that's the only issues I've had with these for the 4 years of owning it. So I love that about it. All right, so I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but if you look super close, you can see that there is a little bit of a texture to it. There's a little baby bit of grip, but if you like put Armor All or anything on these that makes it slick, any tire shine, it will make it slick, but it does have a little bit of a texture to it, so that way your foot will not slip off the boards. I have yet to slip off of them myself, but I'm not like everybody else. I kind of take care of my vehicles as far as not abusing them like a lot of people do once they buy this stuff, but I will say that these have been working very well, no issues, and you can tell very high grade material, very hard steel, and it's just pulling on it, pushing on it, whatever, it's still stuck there. So that's very high quality, and like I said before, I haven't had any issues with it other than the one bolt backing out, and that's it. Now you may have seen this in the video earlier, but I just wanted to show you again that, let's say your kids or you were washing your car. So I just wanted to show this one last time, but basically if you got your foot down here, your running boards are extended, your door is open, let's say you happen to close it by accident, no pressure at all, it stops itself. So you don't have to worry about that. Alright guys, so just to let you know, the guys over at C.A.R. Audio and Security in Wake Forest, North Carolina, I'll leave their kind of address over there in the corner of this video. Just want to let you know that they are the guys that they installed this. They did a very good job. They do a lot of other work for us, so check them out. Tell them the Sinister Camaro sent you, and they might just hook you up on any lighting, audio, video needs that you have, including these running boards. So if you're in the Wake Forest, North Carolina area or can get there, I'm telling you, check them out. They're awesome at installing their products. Now that we've reached kind of like the end of the video, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'll try to answer as many as I can. And I always reply to all comments. If I don't know the answer to it, I try to go out and find the answer for you guys. So let me know what else I can answer for you. As always in my videos, I like to add a disclaimer that I am not paid or sponsored by Amp Research. This is just a video that I want to do for you guys so that you actually hear from an actual customer of how well it's been working for the last 4 years. So this is my unbiased review. I just want to let you know that if I were to do it again, Amp Research is definitely the group I would go for. I love this setup. It's worked very well, no issues other than that bolt. And I can easily tighten that up every few months or so. I mean, I've got no big deal. It's probably something that I can easily just fix permanently if I just take the time to do the right tools with it, but it's not too bad on me for right now. If you've had any kind of issues like that, please let me down in the comments below. See if it's just me or if it's just a lot of people that experience it. But my overall unbiased, honest review is that I would definitely recommend these if you have a higher truck. Because when we bought this truck, we actually had the wheels and tires put onto it. My wife would always jump into it, and she didn't like it too much. I didn't pretty much care to jump into it. I mean, that's what a lifted truck's for, right? When my dad started to go downhill with his issues, of course they helped tremendously with getting him inside the truck so that he could go uptown when he was basically rendered immobile. I definitely recommend this product. Give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you decide in any way, shape, or form. I know it's a little bit pricey, but the comfort and style that you get with it is well worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd love to chat with you guys about some of these products we've been using on our vehicles. We got a brand new car coming out, and it's going to be very cool build. It's going to be like anything you've seen, and we're actually going to do it on this channel because the truck and the car were already finished by the time I started YouTube. So we're going to do a whole new like YouTube kind of build on this. So you're going to see it from start to finish. So subscribe, don't miss out on that. And that's going to be it. So as always, don't forget, always remember to stay sinister.
Perfect.